Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, and you join me on the start line of race 4 of the championship, which is a 40-minute race around Sardegna road track A2. This is the replay from Friday night's second race, basically. So quickly go through the grid order, the reverse grid from the race 3 results that we had earlier in the night. So we've got MRC Gr3 272 in first place, pole position. We've got Mr. Dre 17 second, Wimpy 82 in third, Sixpenny Guitar in fourth. As you can see at the bottom as well, just worth a quick mention, everyone's starting on half a tank of fuel. Ricky J in fifth, S2 Law in sixth, seventh is Munguinho, GT Deli B is in 8th, 9th is ADG123, and then Diablo is in 10th. So I'm going to start with Diablo at the back just because it's quite an interesting start from GT Deli B in front, and then we'll see Munguinho has a bit of a moment, and there's a couple of things that go on anyway, so we'll see what happens, and yeah, we'll try and catch up most of the action. It's a busy race, is this beginning section of the race, so we see S2 Law jumping the start a little bit, Ricky J jumping the start a little bit, going wrong, so Diablo just gets wheel spin, puts it into the wall, gets a really bad start. We see S2 Law just getting stopped because of penalties from jumping the start. Mr. Dre going badly, ADG, me up into 6th already, then we see Munguinho collecting the wall, so a really bad start for quite a lot of people there, just to give it some kind of context why they drop back right at the beginning sometimes. So you see me just managing to get the exit on Wimpy and Sixpenny Guitar and getting up into third. GT Deli in second already with an absolutely storming start off the line. And Lega still in first place at the moment. So good racing going on. We see Lega just going deep into there, the tight right hand corner, hard to get the braking done into there. I just collect the wall a little bit, lets Deli run away a little bit on the exit. So Deli's up into first, ADG in second. Let's see where Lega came after that mistake. Oh, he's managed to get going, he's in third. I was looking for him further down then. He's in third after that little mistake into that corner. And then Sixpenny Guitar's up into fourth now. So a good start after the first couple of corners, and we've all separated a little bit. We've got Munguinho and S2 Law side by side. S2 Law on the inside, but not quite managing to get it done on the brakes. And then they've got Sixpenny Guitar. What's happened there? I don't know what's happened to Sixpenny Guitar, but looks like he's dropping out for some reason, going extremely slowly. Maybe he had a problem with his wheel or his pedals or something, I'm not sure, or his controller, I'm not sure what he uses. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It didn't look like he picked up a penalty, so I'm not sure what we're going on there, but he's lost a lot of time. And then we've got Mr. Dre and Wimpy 82 right at the back now, unfortunately, after the end of lap 1. So Munguinho up into 6th after that bad start, hitting the wall on the beginning after T1. So Diablo taking the opportunity to dive down the inside and get past Ricky J there. Good move. Makes his way up into 4th. Ricky not really fighting that one too strongly by the look of it. MRC Gr3 in 3rd position. Just trying to keep it going now after that first lap mistake. See if we can just get on it and get back into the race. He's dropped a little bit of time, but he's still in 3rd. Bit of a shame though he was in 1st when he made that mistake. Diablo into 4th, like we've said already. Ricky J in 5th, having a good race after a reasonable start. Oh no, sorry, Ricky J didn't have a good start. It was one of the people who jumped the start a little bit, went a little bit too early, and then you get a penalty for that, so it stops you from starting basically, and then it causes all sorts of chaos behind as well because of it. But it is one of those things. So he's doing a good job. He's just got past Diablo as well as Ricky J. So up into 4th for a good move. He's getting right onto the back of Lega as well now, as Lega seems to have gone a little bit slowly there and started to get caught. Got Diablo challenging for the inside now. Got Munguinho on it as well though, with a slipstream on both of them. So Munguinho and Diablo go side by side. Munguinho collects that same wall he did on lap 1. Diablo collects the opposite wall on the other side. So Munguinho ends up getting the run after Diablo hits a wall as well, and up into 5th he goes. So good racing going on in the towards the top here for these top positions. So Lega, a bit unfair there by look of it by Ricky J. Just pushed his way past a little bit on Lega there. Means that Lega loses the run through that whole section as well, so he can't quite keep with Ricky J straight away, and now he's got the issue of Munguinho and Diablo being right on his tail. So good racing going on there. It's not always about what's going on right at the front. GT Delhi, by the way, is in first place. He's just pulled the gap on me by this point, so there's not a lot to watch. Good racing, and obviously good laps going in from both of us to keep it in those top positions, but not a lot of action. I mean, Lega finding himself losing out massively on this lap, dropping to 6th from 3rd place as he got barged out of the way a little bit by Ricky. So we see Munguinho taking 3rd there off Ricky. Ricky now getting challenged heavily by Diablo. Looked like there might have been a bit of contact with bumpers there from Diablo and Ricky heading into that corner. Looked like Diablo slowed down all of a sudden. We'll jump on board with one of these drivers. We'll jump on this view so we can see. But Ricky J, that first corner is claiming a lot of victims already. The exit of that first corner basically is a bit stuck out, as you might have been able to see already. And we're only 5 laps into this 40-minute race, and we've seen 3-4 people go into it already, and we're not even watching everyone come through that same corner, so there's probably more people doing the same thing behind as well. Anyway, we'll quickly go through the order. So we've got GT Delhi now on lap 4. GT Delhi is in 1st place, ADG in 2nd, bit of a gap as you can see, but still decent close racing going on between us, but not quite side by side. Munguinho in 3rd, trying to just catch us up now. Diablo in 4th, bit of a gap between those guys as well. MRC Lega doing his best to stick with these guys after a bit of an incident here and there. In 5th, he just needs to get his head down and have a consistent race now. Ricky J in 6th, doing a really good job. A few little mistakes here and there from some of these guys. See them climb up the order a little bit and then you see them drop down, so that's all you can really assume if you don't see it. Sixpenny Guitar, you see me diving into the pits there, not a lot of fuel left, so I've gone in for an early stop. Sixpenny Guitar in 7th, S2 Law is in 8th, Wimpy 82 in 9th, and then we've got Mr. Dre in 10th, just pulled over to the side of the track, so not really racing anymore. Anyway, we've got Diablo, me and Lega in the pits all on this lap. So we've got GT Delhi in the lead now. Munguinho takes up 2nd place. As you can see, he hasn't got much fuel left there, so he'll be stopping this time round on this lap, and no doubt Ricky J will be as well. Ricky J's done quite well with his fuel there, he's got a reasonable amount. Sixpenny Guitar the same, he'll be stopping this lap, and all the other guys that haven't just stopped basically will be stopping the next lap. Or the lap that they're on now, should I say. So where's the action? Let's have a look. I'm getting up to Ricky J's back bumper by the look of it, putting a bit of pressure on. Ricky J's goes a little bit wide on the exit, but he gets quite a good run out of the corner still, so struggle to get past him, and when I do he's just right behind me, so I had to look for a defensive line straight away, hold that inside. Just managed to carry a bit more speed. Ricky messed up that corner a little bit and didn't quite carry the speed on the exit, so dropped back a little bit, so I'm up into 3rd. see what other action's going on as these pit stops going on and all sorts at the moment. So GT Delhi now the leader from first place into the pits. S2 Law, catch him having a big spin. Don't really like catching big moments from people, but they are crucial to the finishing positions at the end of the day. So see Diablo coming through. Bit unfortunate I caught that S2 Law, but never mind. It's just part of the race. It's already happened, so there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, it's one of those things. Diablo coming through for 6th position there as that mistake happens. Legger in 8th now after the pit stop, so he's taking on a lot of fuel, probably a bit more than a few of the other guys did. So he's dropped right towards the back with a big fuel stop. Just to explain all of a sudden why he'd be that far back, unless he's hit the wall somewhere and I've missed it. Diablo looks like he's just, oh no, it looks like he's just coming out slowly from there. I thought he was going through a different corner than he was. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of close action going on at the moment. I'm trying to get my my way back onto Delhi after he's come out of the pits now. So Delhi's on fresh tyres, 1 lap fresher than mine, and he's come out of the pits and reclaimed first position. Couldn't think what I was trying to say then. 10 minutes into this race, a quarter of the way through. Sixpenny Guitar finds himself in 3rd position now. Definitely needs to stop for fuel in this on this lap loop. He's got barely any fuel left at all. Coming towards the last couple of corners now, so he shouldn't be he shouldn't end up running out, but it's not far off. Munguinho been to 4th after stopping. And Diablo's had a stop as well. And put quite as much fuel on as some of the guys, so he's in 5th now. Sixpenny Guitars in the pits as predicted, with no fuel left. Coming in for fuel and tyres. Ricky J getting chased down by Legger now in 7th position. So last time I looked, Legger was in 8th, so he's done a good job to make his way past S2 Law by the look of it. Might have been the pit stops that have done that. S2 Law has definitely taken on a lot of fuel, so that was probably the same reason why a few of these guys have dropped right to the back now. Different fuel strategies coming into play now in this 40-minute race, something to keep your eye on. Guys at the back at the moment have gone for a long stop, and that's why they're at the back. They've been in the pits, sat there in the pits a lot longer than some of us. So it's something to bear in mind. Oh, catch Legger having a bit of a moment in the wall. Manages to hold it quite nicely though. It could have been worse than it was. Not sure what to watch really, it's all getting a bit spread out. I think these camera angles sometimes give it a bit of a false perspective. Sometimes better actually being on board with someone and watching them. We'll go on board with Delhi as he comes over the line to start a lap conveniently. So see the a lap from the leader, see what he's up to. Taking that first corner nicely, running that apex and even a tiny bit of grass through the left-hander, just to make sure you don't get that exit wide. He's got a back marker up ahead of him now. Wimpy 82 is catching up. He's ghosting though cleverly. He's the settings in this, if you're getting overtaken as a back marker, you're ghosting for everyone, so it's pretty handy. We don't have to try and get past, you just drive through. And in my experience in league racing, it can cause a few incidents if not everyone's on the mic and you can't tell them in the chat that you're coming through. It can cause a few incidents sometimes going past the back marker. It's not a problem normally if you're all in chat together, but so good lap from Delhi so far. He's up on his time at the moment. He's purple, so it's a good one to watch. This corner's a crucial one. Get the exit right through here, nice and fast. Got a little bit of understeer turning in there, but not too bad. Still managed to carry the pace. Just keeping it nice and steady into here, so you can get this last corner hooked up nicely. You can carry quite a lot of speed into that last corner if you get it right. Delhi's showing us how to do it with a decent lap there. That was good. Let's see what the lap time is. So that was a 1:41.0, so pretty quick there from Delhi as well. Worth watching that lap, it was a good one. And then we'll skip up and see what else is going on. There might be a wrath of action happening. I doubt it, but this is the problem with endurance racing a little bit. Sometimes the field gets spread out a bit too much, and with the pit stops and the strategies and everything, so it doesn't always make for the best race midway through the race, but it normally comes good towards the end. So it's can end up being a bit drawn out in the middle section. Just naturally what happens racing. Sometimes different incidents going on, pace between people, strategy, like I say, and just ends up getting really spread out between the cars. So where do we go? Just give everyone a quick glance, I guess. Getting that right this time. That's where Lego went wrong on lap 1. Managed to do a good job of recovering it straight away though, and didn't lose too many positions, just lost 2 on that first lap, so it could have been a lot worse on the first lap. But yeah, he'll be kicking himself for that one, will Lego. Stick with myself for half a lap or so, and keep an eye on what I'm doing to that was the first race, GT Delhi in front. Went a little bit deep on the brakes there, so I had to gather it all up at the apex and just be a little bit hesitant, and then lost the rear a little bit on power. Already tell them struggling with tyre wear, looking at the bottom as well. It's not too bad, but it's getting to the point where it's affecting me. Just getting understeer here, there and everywhere. So Delhi just pulling away in the distance and actually coming to the pits this lap again. So on lap 10 now, pitting, you get some fresh tyres and probably a little bit more fuel. So Munguinho will come through now, unless he's pitting as well. No, he pitted later than me on the first stint, so no surprise he goes through for another lap. He's actually got plenty of fuel looking at the bottom, and his tyres aren't too bad at all, so no reason to even think about pitting for Munguinho. Getting that first corner right, making sure that he gets through there this time. So Munguinho up into second now, I'm in third, and Diablo in fourth. Diablo behind me now, so started to feel like race 1 all of a sudden with this. Diablo and me on track together again. check out what else is happening because of the pit stop. So we've got Ricky J and Lega very close together, probably closest action we're going to come across at the moment. And then we've got the back marker involved as well, but luckily he's ghosted. Bad line there from Ricky J, so he's just missed the opportunity to follow Lega through nice and closely. Lega just keeping it nice and calm. Oh, keeping it nice and calm. Outbroke himself a little bit there, but managed to gather it up. Good racing going on between these guys though. Lega dropping into 7th there though, after Ricky just gets the run on him and drives past. Bit strange, it looked like he slowed down a little bit there just to be that far behind after a little move like that. So like Lega, when he noticed he was there, let off a little bit, which is a bit odd, but there you go. That's everyone races differently, and everyone's entitled to race differently, most importantly. Lega on the soft tyre, just as a bit of a comparison, and Ricky J on the medium. So gone for the medium tyre. Always tricky to run round on the medium, if I'm honest. I never really like to run it if I can help it. S2 Law in 8th position on the medium as well. Oh, just getting a bit of oversteer. He's got on the power, and the back end was still a little bit loose. See Wimpy 82 diving into the pits. Mr. Dre just pulled up at the side still, just having a picnic, watching the cars go by. So a bit of a battle going on, and oh no, I hate to see it. I hate to see it happen. Lega just getting that one wrong and spinning it into the barriers, struggling to get going as well, so lost a lot of time there on Ricky J. We don't see S2 Law in the distance coming through, but he's lost a hell of a lot of time on Ricky J, where he could have had a good race with him in the end there, but never mind, one of those things. Unfortunate to see though from Lega there. Munguinho in the pits now. Ricky just putting into the barriers as well, so a few mistakes creeping in halfway through this race now. Bit of concentration might be getting lost here and there. Diablo in the pits getting some fuel, as you can see. Munguinho coming out now, so let's see where he comes out. He comes out into 3rd position, does Munguinho. Looking back, Diablo has just come out behind him in 4th, so they're not far. It's not too much of a gap between them. If we look out the tyres and the fuel, Diablo's got a little bit less fuel, but they're both on the same tyre. So interesting to see how that develops. See Spinning Guitar in the pits at the moment. Ricky J coming through, so Ricky J is up into 5th. But obviously Sixpenny Guitar can go a hell of a lot longer now without having to stop. And Ricky J on the mediums might be able to push it till the end of his fuel, but he's going to end up stopping before Sixpenny Guitar, so he will inherit that position again, will Sixpenny, if he doesn't manage to do it on track, that is. So Diablo's got past Munguinho now, so I don't know what's happened there. I keep missing all the action in these races. I'm terrible at it. I need to do what I used to do before and write notes, but then it takes hours to get a replay done. But there you go. That's a sacrifice I might have to start making. I don't think I'll go quite to that effort in this championship, and I do apologise for it if you were hoping so, but just 'cause it's meant to be a bit of a fun league as this, it's not meant to be that serious. It's meant to be just a bit of a filling league, as far as I'm aware anyway. It's meant to be a bit of a filling league. I know it gets competitive between everyone, and it instantly gets quite serious, but it's meant to be just a bit of fun at the end of the day between the seasons of GTCC. I don't really know who to jump to and watch now. Munguinho, I suppose, following Diablo. again, the gaps look like they've developed everywhere. Oh, here we go. Sixpenny Guitar, Ricky J, very close together as they head down the straight onto the beginning of lap 14. Keeping it nice and close, good racing. Looks like they followed each other's lines, gone slightly deep into there. So looks like Sixpenny Guitars got away in 5th, but Ricky J, bit of an incident into there in 6th. But I was enjoying watching that as well. Bit of a shame. Just keep an eye on everyone again and skip through. What's the fastest lap at the moment? So GT Delhi's done the fastest lap on lap 13 of a 1:40.895, so really quick compared to the laps you might see as a skip through if you have a look to the right hand side. That's a really quick lap there from Delhi. Doing a good job on his new super soft tyres on half a tank of fuel or a bit less. Me and Delhi about the same on fuel, but my tyres seem to wear a bit more than the AMG. Just the way I was using them. I think my probably had my brake bias set up a bit wrong, and I didn't quite tune it in early enough. So anyway, we've got Diablo in 3rd, Munguinho in 4th now. I don't really know what to say at the moment. There's not a lot going on, so I just keep skipping through. I'm not going to be able to make this Friday's races. I'm going away for a wedding on Friday before the racing starts. A bit unfortunate for me, since I'm doing quite well, but like I say, it shouldn't matter too much. This championship is only a bit of fun. You watch someone will bloody put a prize in towards the end. But yeah, going away for a wedding, so I won't be involved next week. So if someone could kindly remember to save the replays and share them, at least that way I'll be able to do the replay videos, but I won't be involved in the racing, so I won't be around to obviously save the replays as well as do the racing. So yeah, that'll be handy if you end up watching this and you're involved in this. Save the replays for us, will you? Thank you. So Delhi's got a nice healthy gap now from me in 2nd place. You see me drifting through with my worn rear tyres. I've got Ricky J in the pits and Wimpy 82. Whilst the action's pretty quiet like this, I think we'll just skip through every now and again and just keep an eye on everyone really, but just give everyone a little bit of time for a quick and fair few corners. So diving in the pits myself there. Diablo coming through. Bit of a bad start in this one for Diablo. Just got too much wheel spin right at the start and went into the turned left into the barriers and hit the barrier right on the start line. So he's done a good job to make his way back up into 3rd. like I say though, it wasn't the best cleanest start from quite a few people, so definitely affects the race massively. There's the start, and when you're having bad starts like that, it's not doing you any favours. So like I say, quite a few people. I think Stu S2 Law jumped the start a little bit, and so did Ricky J, so they both got a penalty. And then I think a couple of other people just struggled to get off the line with whatever issue they had. Maybe just struggling to get some traction down, but there were definitely a few slow starters, which just in a reverse grid especially just gives the opportunities for the guys at the back to come through straight away. So see MRC Legger making another mistake there, going into the wall. Sorry, I keep picking up on him, Legger, but giving us a bit of entertainment at least. Not a lot going on. Wimpy 82 in the pits. GT Delhi B, we can see from first place in the pits as well now. Actually watch the pit stop. There's not a lot else going on. So back into first as it comes out. See me there in second. You can just see him in the distance as we are still in a bit of a battle, me and Delhi, but he just has the advantage of, I just couldn't catch him. He just kept claiming that little bit of time on me here, there and everywhere, and just pulling the gap bigger and bigger, so just couldn't quite catch up to him and make more of a race of it. But it was full credit to Delhi for keeping that gap growing, because I was trying. So we already stuck for a bit of time with those guys. Munguinho, watch him come through a few corners. Using all the road through there, it's good. It's quite a tricky corner, that one. It's quite fast and hard to carry the speed through, because it tightens up on the exit, but it is quite a fast corner if you get it right. So again, it's all calmed down a little bit with the action. It's all broken up a bit. You can see, I think me and Delhi are about the closest to each other. Is that Diablo diving in the pits? Yep. So Diablo in for the stop. Hydraulic rams coming up from underneath the car to prop it up. If you ever see on a race car, it's got like a compressed air jack. That's what it's for, more often than not. Incredibly loud as Diablo leaves the pit there. So Diablo coming out in third position. A decent race from Diablo. Munguinho not too far behind him. So we'll keep an eye on this in the last 10 minutes. Could be a bit of a race that develops. We're on lap 19 now. We've found ourselves 32 minutes into the race. And I'm looking forward to having something to eat after this. Ricky J gone onto the medium tyre again on his last stop, so finding the medium works for him. Look at Sixpenny Guitars fuel, he's going to have to come in soon, so I'll be interested to see if Ricky's close enough to make up the ground as he's in the pits. MRC Legger in 7th. But Mr. Dre up and running, driving around again now. Seems to have picked up the pace quite a bit. There's Ricky J, that looked quite quick through there that time. Nice livery there from Sixpenny Guitar, I like that. I like anything that's quite colourful, really. So he jumps into the pits from 5th position, as predicted, with his low fuel. Let's see if Ricky can get past before he comes out. He probably will, because it takes quite a long time for a fuel stop. Or maybe it won't. Not after that. Ricky J going deep and getting it all in, getting it all wrong in the gravel. Oh dear. He's not dropped too much time. He got it going straight away, but it's not good for his chance to get past Sixpenny Guitar, as Sixpenny's already come out of the pits in 5th with his just over half tank of fuel for the last stint of the race. So yeah, Ricky J won't have to pit, but he's lost the chance, I think, on Sixpenny Guitar having that that issue there, going into the gravel. So Munguinho struggled a little bit this week, even though he qualified in pole in the first race, but he's always quick, but he seemed to just drop off that little bit towards the beginning of the race, and then struggled to get back in. But still a good quick driver is Munguinho. I'm not taking anything away from him, just didn't seem like he had the best of luck this week. Everyone's a good driver, within reason. Everyone's got their own pace, but everyone seems like a good driver. Pretty much everyone that gets into league racing, unless they're a really dirty driver, who's aiming to be a good driver anyway. So if you're into, if you've played in quite a lot of leagues, then you expect people to be quite good and clean, fast. But everyone's at their own level. There's nothing wrong with that. Who was that in the gravel? I think it was who was it? Was it Ricky J just letting someone pass or something there in the gravel? I think it was. So he's just giving up even more time there to Sixpenny Guitar. So his race is over for 5th by the look of it. So I'm in the pits now from 2nd position. Let's see where Diablo is when I come out of the pits. This is the last little stint of the race now as well. So I'll be on fresher tyres than the people around me. So I've come out in 2nd, and let's give it a bit of perspective. Oh no, Diablo's quite a bit behind actually. I thought he was closer than he is. A bit of a gap developed between everyone now, really. Lega getting lapped there by Diablo. Munguinho in 4th. I've just skipped through the whole race. I haven't really had any action to watch, so I do apologise. It's probably not been the most entertaining at all, but there you go. Some races are better than others, let's say. GT Delhi's had a good race. I mean, there's good driving going on, but the action isn't very close. It's individual lap wise, there's some really good driving going on, but just not bumper to bumper stuff. Oh, bit of lag there from Lega. See him head into here actually. got the skipping through disease. Right, we're coming towards the end of the race. Just to give GT Delhi a bit of credit for leading from pretty much start to finish, we'll stick with him towards the end and watch him finish up the race. Keep an eye on the positions on the left hand side to see if anything changes, but we'll as soon as there's not a lot of action going on or nothing's really close, then we'll just give a bit of credit to Delhi for a really good race. Nice and steady away, really. It's the main thing you notice, just nice, steady, clean driving. So just gone over 40 minutes, so this is it. This is the finish. GT Delhi finishing in first. Really good race from Delhi. Congratulations. Even though this happened on Friday night, and I already said it to him at the time, but congratulations again. See me coming home in second. The Australian Diablo in third in the Supra. Munguinho in fourth, and it looks like Ricky J is the first of the guys coming over the line on the last lap, the lap before. Sixpenny Guitar coming home in fifth. And Ricky J's already finished. We'll watch him actually come over the line. Sixpenny Guitar. But Ricky J's already finished in sixth. MRC Gr3 has finished in seventh. Wimpy 82, unless he has a really bad accident, couldn't get my words out then, will finish in eighth. Sixpenny Guitar now, we see him coming towards the end. He can't really fail, even if he has a massive crash, no one can overtake him. He's got fifth position. Comes down the start finish line to take that. Good race from Sixpenny there. Oh, last minute incident with the handbrake. Ricky J in sixth, like I've said. Gr3 in seventh, and we're just waiting for Wimpy to come over the line now in eighth. Mr. Dre's already finished as well. This is a bit odd how Wimpy's hasn't finished and they have. And anyway, Wimpy 82 in 8th, and Mr. Dre already finished in 9th. I don't get how that works, but there you go. So good race that, although a little bit dull, if I do dare say so. Thank you very much for watching. Check out next week's races if you're interested. Hopefully, like I say, somebody save the replays, please, and share them, and I'll pick them up and do the replay videos. Cheers again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I will see you again soon.